Hello and welcome to Tom's Garage. In today's video I'm going to show you how to change your engine air filter. We are going to be working on my 2003 Volkswagen Passat V6 4Motion. This also applies to an Audi V6 and the Volkswagen Passat 1.8 litre turbo. Here's a diagram of how your air filter essentially works. You have the outside air, it goes into your airbox, it goes through your air filter which will trap leaves, dirt, dust, anything like that. It then goes into the mass airflow sensor which tells the computer how much air is coming through the system. This is the engine bay of your car. You might have the V6 or you might have the 1.8 litre turbo, but you are going to want to locate your air filter. This here is the tubing that leads to your air filter, which is directly under here. These are the three screws that we're going to need to undo first. These hold on this part of the tubing that eventually goes into the airbox back there. All you're going to need is a regular Phillips screwdriver for this one, and we're going to go ahead and take these three screws off. Once you've taken those three screws off, what you're going to want to do is take this plastic cover off right here. Remove that, and then this whole piece will come out as one. You can disassemble it and clean the inside if you want to, but for now, I'm just going to leave it on. This is what your airbox looks like. You have the mass airflow sensor here, as I was showing in the diagram earlier, and then it goes straight into the engine bay. This is where your air is going to come in from the outside, and then inside here is where your air filter is going to be located. There are 4 clips, one here, and one directly opposite. The last one's a little bit tricky to see, but it's right down in there. You can easily get your hand down there, or you can get a long flathead screwdriver to get down there as well. We're going to now take this off. This simply pulls off with a bit of persuasion, like so. We're now going to remove our airbox. It does require a little bit of persuasion to come off, but it will come off, and we're going to take out our air filter. This is my air filter. It happens to be a performance air filter that I installed about 2 months ago, maybe a month ago. Now, the benefits of having one of these are that performance air filters allow more airflow to go into the engine, which means more power and which means better fuel efficiency. They do cost a little bit more money, but I think it's totally worth it to upgrade your car to one of these, give it a bit of a treat, and the engine performs a lot better than it would normally do if you get a standard OEM filter. This is about 10 times the amount of a standard Volkswagen Passat air filter, but I think it's totally worth it, and it's going to last me longer than the actual car itself, so totally worth it. Now that we've taken our old air filter out and we're going to put our new one in, it's just a reverse process of what we've just done. So you're going to slide it back in. Make sure it's nice and snug, make sure it all fits, and make sure you've got the right one for your car. And then simply reverse what you did to take the airbox off. It might be a bit of persuasion to get it back on again, but you will get it back on. There we go. We are now going to do up the 4 clips that we undid around the edges. Make sure as well when you're doing this, make sure to put this little guy back in. Simply twist it clockwise again, push it in, and then turn it anti-clockwise to lock it into place, like so. We're now going to put the tubing back onto the car. So this slides back into there like so, and this simply clips onto there. Make sure that you go ahead and put this back on. It just slides back on like that. And then what we're going to go and do is we're going to go get our 3 screws back and do this back up. Make sure to put the plastic cover back on. And there you go, that is how you change your engine air filter.